Jai Hind. In this video, I'll be talking about some of the schemes which are very important with respect to CDS 2 2023 examination, which is going to be held on 3rd of September. We'll be discussing all of these schemes one by one. Okay, so first scheme is Ladli Behna Yojana, which is launched by Madhya Pradesh government. Objective of this is to qualified women will get 1,000 rupees every month in support. To uplift the women, this Ladli Behna Yojana is being launched by Madhya Pradesh government. Our next scheme is finance assistance for veteran artists, which is by Ministry of Culture for artists to provide the financial assistance to the veteran artists of the country of the age 60 years and above, which is by Ministry of Culture. Next scheme is Reach Out scheme. Reach Out scheme, this is by the Ministry of Earth Science, the Indian Ministry of Earth Science, to advance research, education, and training in the realms of earth science is the main objective of the Reach Out scheme. Our next scheme is ULPIN scheme, that is Unique Land Parcel Identification Number. So this is under the Department of Land Resources and Ministry of Rural under the Department of Land Resources and Ministry of Rural Development and Government of India. The main objective is it is the part of the Digital India Land Records Modernization Program, and ULPIN, or we otherwise known as Bahu Aadhaar, is a 14-digit identification number accorded to a land parcel. Whenever you are parceling, when you're sending a parcel from one location to another, they are that parcel land parcel is given a 14 digit of identification number, that is called as ULPIN. Under the scheme, ULPIN number is developed by the National Informatics Center, NIC. So this is under the Ministry of Rural Development. Next, our scheme is PM Mitra. Mitra is for uh, Pradhan Mantri Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel. The full form of Mitra is our Mega Integrated Textile Region Apparel. The Ministry of Textile is handling this. PM Mitra Parks to come up in Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Maharashtra. PM Mitra Parks, inspired by 5F vision of our Prime Minister, farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign. This is inspired from the 5F vision, that is, from farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign. This is our 5F vision of our honorable Prime Minister. So, this PM Mitra is by the Ministry of Textile. The next is Samarth. Samarth scheme is by Ministry of Textile. Samarth, the full form is Scheme for Capacity Building in Textile Sector Scheme. It is an umbrella skilling program of Ministry of Textile. The scheme is to skill the youth of for the gainful and sustainable employment in the textile sector. So as we have seen, under the textile and the cultural program, we have different schemes that came across. We have come across this PM Mitra and Samarth scheme, which are both of the Ministry of Textile. Then Vivad se Vishwas, the first the relief to MSME. The Department of Expenditure and Ministry of Finance is launching the Vivad se Vishwas. Ministry, Department of Expenditure and Ministry of Finance together are launching this. The aim is to providing relief to micro, small, medium enterprises of MSME for COVID-19 period. The scheme was announced in the union budget in 2023-24 by the Union Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitaraman. So this scheme is important because in the union budget, this scheme was launched by Vivad, otherwise called as Vivad Se Vishwas, relief to MSME, the companies, the enterprises that happens. Enterprises that come across, the Ministry of Finance give assistance to this enterprises, MSME, and enterprises. Then we have Udan 5.1. Ministry of Civil Aviation enhances the connectivity to remote areas of the country and to countries of the country to achieve the last mile connectivity through helicopters. So this is by Ministry of Civil Aviation. Ministry Vatsalya. Vatsalya is by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Uh, Vatsalya, as the name suggests, this is the aim is as a centrally sponsored scheme. It receives funding and support from the central government. The scheme aims to enhance the overall well-being and protection of the children in India. Women and child development, the basically this program is for this development as well as protection of women and child in India. So mission Vatsalya is about women and children development. Then we have Swarnima scheme. Swarnima is by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Social justice and empowerment, Swarnima, to provide a financial assistance to the women entrepreneurs from the backward areas. The scheme aims to empowers the women by offering social and financial security through the team loans. Under this scheme, government provide loans to the women entrepreneurs who are thinking of starting their own business. So as this is very important with respect to our startup that's going on in India. And we have this Swanima scheme, VVP Vibrant Village Program, Ministry of Home Affairs, launched in 2023. Recently, it is being launched to create a sufficient incentives for the people to stay in the selected village. People migrate, so better. This under this program, people are allowed to stay in the selected village that they want. Centrally sponsored scheme. Center manages this scheme. VMM Home Affairs, Minister of Home Affairs. It coverage is the coverage that we find. It will cover the border areas of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Ladakh. In the some of the afflicted areas, these are this VVP program is being established. Then we have 75-25 initiative. The Union of Health Ministry. The Health Ministry handles the 75-25 initiative to provide the standard care to the 75 million people with the hypertension and diabetes by 2025 through primary health centers. So as you we can see here, 75 is the 75 million people who are affected by hypertension and diabetes, and this will be cured by 25. These people are under the Union Health Ministry. This is covered. This initiative is for the health hypertension, the people with hypertension and diabetes. As the name suggests, it will be overcome by the 2025. Then we have Ustad scheme. Ustad, the full form Ustad, you must remember because it could be asked. It is upgrading the skills and training in traditional art or craft for development. Ustad is for the upgrading skills and training in traditional arts for development. Scheme of Ministry Minority Affairs. The aim is to preserving the rich heritage of the traditional skills and indigenous artisans and craftsmen that we have of India. India has a rich and vibrant culture and art, and we must preserve this. To preserve the our rich heritage and traditional skills that we have, this Ustad scheme is launched by the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Mission Life, the full form of life is lifestyle for environment. We must in this is introduced by the Prime Minister Modi at the COP26 in Glasgow in November 2021. The aim is to make at least 80 percentage of all the villages and urban local bodies in India environmental friendly by 2028. It is conceptualized by Niti Ayog. Niti Ayog gave the concept of mission life. The we under these schemes we are incorporate we are living a life so that it protects the environment. It was launched under the at COP26, that is Conference of Party 26, which was held in the Glasgow in November 2021. The PM Environment Generation. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program scheme, the flagship scheme of the Ministry of MSME. So this is also towards the ministry. This is also towards employment generation by merging the elsewise a rural employment generation program, that is REGP, implemented by KVIC IC, and Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, implemented by the district industry centers. KVIC is the nodal agency. So This program, that is the Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program, is merged by our Employment Generation Program, Rural Employment Generation Program, and we have Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana. Together, this is collaborated under the our Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program by Ministry of MSME. Then we have PM Pranam, Pradhan Mantri Program for Restoration. P for Program for Restoration, A for Awareness, Nourishment, and Amelioration of Mother Earth. This is by Department of Fertilizer, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizer. The government has declared the green growth as one of its major priorities of 2023 to 24 financial year. The main objective of this scheme is to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and promote the balanced use of the chemicals. So if you know the full form, you can directly guess which department it comes under, and what are the ministries that are handling this scheme. So this full form, as you all know, I will repeat for you: PM Program for Restoration, Awareness, and Nourishment and Amelioration of Mother Earth. Under this is by Department of Fertilizer, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. We have Gobardhan. This is full form is galvanizing organic bioagro resources. Bioagro resources. Dhan is Dhan scheme. So Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, Ministry of Jal Shakti has started this. The key component of PM Pranam, it will promote the use of compressed biogas, which will help to reduce the waste and produce clean energy. Biofuel is a catch-all term which refers to all the fuel sources created from organic matter. So we, under the scheme, the Ministry of Jal Shakti and Department of Water and Sanitation has started this. The basic use of this Gobardhan is the galvanizing and organic bioagro resources. We are, as a farmer, we are developing such kind of a, organic resources that we are promoting the use of organic agriculture, organic bio and agro resources. We have Mishti scheme is by the Ministry of Environment, uh, for forest and chemical change. The MO, Ministry of Environment, Financial, for environment, forest, and chemical change. So this is a Mishti scheme is by this ministry. Mishti scheme, the full form is Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes. I repeat, Mishti scheme, the full form is Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes. The main aim of this scheme is to take up mangrove plantation along the coastline, meaning mangrove saplings will be planted along the coastal regions of the country. So, increasing the mangrove production by planting production. I'm sorry. We are planting mangrove saplings so that the mangrove plantation can be increased. Mishti is about Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes. Then we have Amrit Dharovar Yojana by Ministry. Amrit Dharovar by the scheme. This scheme was announced by the finance minister during her budget scheme. This is also Dharovar was also launched under the budget. This scheme will aim to conserve the wetlands by providing their optimal use. The scheme is to implemented in the next 3 years. This will be under the next 3 years. This will be implemented. The scheme is, the aim of this is to conserve the wetlands by promoting their use. Amrit Dharovar Yojana by the announced by the finance minister during her budget. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, runs under the Skill Development Ministry and is implemented by the National Skill Development Cooperation. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana is the main objective of this program is to train the youth in the area where there are requirement for the industry, Indian industries. Then Namaste is the national action. We have national action for mechanized sanitation and ecosystem. We have the full form is National Action for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Ministry of Home Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The scheme aim is to formalization and rehabilitation of manual scavengers to eliminate the hazardous cleaning and stop the health and sewer septic tank workers and ensure their safety and dignity. We all know the dignity of the workers that do lower divisional works must be respected. So under the Namaste scheme, they are given their dignity and their safety is being ensured under the Namaste, that is full form is National Action for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem, Ministry of Social Justice in and Empowerment, and Ministry of Housing, Urban Affairs. Garima Griha, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Social, Griha. Garima Griha, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has set up 12 gram Garima Griha shelters home for transgender person on the pilot basis in 9 states and union territory under the Smile scheme, benefiting total 654 transgender persons. Then we have स्वस्थ मन स्वस्थ घर campaign, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to promote the theme of the health and wellness to commemorate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is a year-long campaign to enhance the awareness of surrounding healthy living. Swasth Man, the main objective is for the enhancing and creating awareness about healthy living in among the people. Swasth Man, Swasth Ghar, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Then we have Jadui Pitara, Ministry of Education has launched Jadui Pitara. Ministry of Education has launched learning training material for foundational stage. Jadui Pitara is an as envisaged under the National Education Policy, which was the 2020 this NEP program. So policy, this is the it is play based learning teaching material tailored for children between the age group of 3 to 8 years. It is developed under the National Curriculum Framework by NCRT. It is available in 13 Indian languages to improve the education of our India. Then we have um, SWAYATT scheme. Full form is Startup Women and Youth Advantage through E-Transactions scheme. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry has started this scheme. Ministry of Commerce and Industry SWAT scheme aims to bring together the key stakeholders within the Indian entrepreneurial ecosystem to government marketplace, the national procurement portal. So this is about e-transactions under the trading and commerce. Under the trading, we having e-transaction that will take place under this. I repeat the full form: Startup Women and Youth Advantage through e-transaction scheme. We have Swamith Fund. Swamith Fund. The fund is sponsored by the Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance gives the fund. The full form of this Swami is Special Window for Affordable and Mid-Income Housing. Investment fund has completed 20,557 homes since inception in 2019, which this scheme was started in 2019, and it has made under the scheme 20,557 homes have been made. India is the largest social impact fund, especially formed for completing the stressed installed residential project. So this for this project, the stress is over the special window for affordable and mid income housing. The fund has been reserved for housing, for building houses. Then we have Safe City Project by Ministry of Home Affairs. Safe City Project, Ministry of Home Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Women and Child Development under the Nirbhaya Fund. It is aimed at creating safe, secure, and empowering environment for women and girls in the public spaces. So, Safe City Project is for the empowerment and safety of women and girls. Ministry of Home Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Women and Children Development under the Nirbhaya Fund. And finally, we have National Animal Disease Control Program. National Animal Disease Control Program by the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy. The overall aim of the National Animal Disease Control Program for FMD brucellosis, that is NADCP, is to control the FMD, that by 2025 National Animal Disease Control Program, this is by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy, to control the foot and mouth disease. FMD is foot and mouth this is to control the foot and mouth disease and brucellosis through vaccination, leading to their eventual eradication by 2030. Under this Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, so this is National Animal Disease Control Program. The various disease that we see, that is FMD, foot and mouth diseases, are being controlled under this program by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Thank you.